guys will be happy to hear that the spats are back. Look at how good they look. So I actually ended up going to Home Depot and buying some longer screws and using the screws in place of the push pins. We're looking good. We're looking real good. God, that exhaust is beautiful. Just beautiful. Valves are open right now. I had a chance to link my remotes, my valved exhaust remote and my garage opener to my mirror buttons, which is super convenient. So the way that I have it right now is the first button opens the exhaust valve, the second button closes the exhaust valve, and then the third opens and closes my garage door. God, this exhaust is rowdy. What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today, we're heading over to Chris's house. Chris has the Big Boost F30. It's a mineral gray F30. You guys might remember that guy was looking at me like I was crazy. This car just gets like so much attention. So we are heading over to Chris F30. He's got the mineral gray F30. It's got the Big Boost kit on it. It's super sick F30 build. And he's selling his car. Yes, it's true. Everyone's selling their F30s. Eldridge sold his F30, bought an F80. I sold my F30 very long time ago. I sold my F30. But another one bites the dust. Chris is selling his Big Boost N55 335 build. I actually did a feature film with Chris on his car, but he has changed a few things since then. So we're gonna go over there and just kind of make one last video on the car, like a little bit of a recap and show you guys the car. And I'll tell you guys how much he's actually looking for the car as far as price-wise. I'll let him kind of talk to you about what's on the car, at least a brief description of what's on the car. It is possible that the car is already sold by the time this video comes out. So if it is sold or if it is still available, I will leave a note in the description that'll tell you guys whether it's still available if you're interested in it, rather than a bunch of people like DMing him being like, hey man, is your car still available? Check the description before you comment or reach out to him. But nonetheless, you guys, his build is beautiful. Done really, really well. He went a lot further than most of us have with the N55, and he didn't want to go any further because he just felt like the car kind of reached its max capabilities without like building up the transmission and axles and all that, which is entirely understandable. And I think that he just wants to move on to the next project. So that is the nature of YouTube. I know some people just have a problem with that, but smaller creators like Chris and I, like, we can't really afford to have 3, 4, 5 builds going on at once. You know, we got to do what we can with what we have at that time. I love your car though, man. You've done a great job with it. Thank you, I appreciate it, man. Hey, let's get together soon, all right? We will. Yep, take care. All right, you guys, so we are back at Chris's place, Mr. Big Boost over here. And it is a bittersweet day. The car is for sale. He is selling the 335. But what we're gonna do today is talk a little bit about like a condensed version of what he has done to this car, where it's at horsepower wise, the latest stuff he's done to it, because some things have changed since the last time I was over here. I filmed it with you. But if you guys want like the detailed information on his F30, I'm gonna leave his channel link in the description. Make sure you go check that out. He just put a video up where he really goes in depth. I mean, you were like really specific about every single thing you put on the car, right, what you went through, the reasons you're selling it. Check out that video. It's gonna have a little more information, but we're just gonna kind of run through and give you like just a basic version of why he's selling this car and where it's at. Yep. So Chris, welcome back, dude.
Thanks. How you guys doing?
Obviously, this is the mineral gray F30. It is a 2014. The last time I was here, you did the GTS hood.
Yep. Can you help me with that?
What else has changed? I know you have some other stuff on this car that's changed.
So me and Ford Performance, we made our own custom U-pipe for this kit, and we actually sold them to quite a few customers. 50 millimeter blow off, so it actually makes boost way faster. At 3,900 RPMs, we're making 32 pounds of boost. So that's the biggest change. I also ended up buying a headlight kit. Like John used to have an M2, which I hadn't installed, but that was the next thing going on. Yeah. But performance-wise, we just left Euro Empire, and at 27 pounds, we almost made 600 wheel horsepower. So we're well over 600 wheel horsepower at 32 pounds, which is what it's at now on ethanol.
And it's driving good, reliably, like no issues.
Yeah, I don't drive this car every day because I have my everyday driver, but you could drive this car every day, especially on pump gas. You would have no issues driving it every day. How you treat it is up to you. Of course, N55 is you must warm the motor before you step on it. That's where people mostly spin bearings.
Also, like standing in front of this car, like I've got to be honest, this thing is really clean. Like the paint is immaculate. He just had the hood obviously painted because it's the GTS hood, and then also the fenders. So everything matches really well, and the front bumper is in better condition than my F30 front bumper was, and I would argue to say my Supra bumper is. But the paint overall is in really good condition. Like we were talking, you know, the only thing is probably like the headlights, because they're those older xenon lights, and they just get those micro cracks in them. But he literally has all of the BAV Group internals to make custom headlights, which is really cool. So he was going to spend like a whole video basically making them himself, but this car might sell.
Right. Cells that goes with it, and then you can send it off to whoever you want to get them done. I was gonna make a tutorial video, and if it stays a little longer with me, I'll probably end up doing it. But and it does come with a trophy of winning the highest horsepower out of 12 cars.
That's actually pretty sick. Do you want to tell them how much you're asking for the car?
So yeah, I'm asking $32,000 for the car, which is more than fair. I've got right under, if we count transmission tune, all the extra stuff that's done to it that I didn't even list, right under $50,000, or like $49,000, and that includes no labor. That's all parts and car. So bought the car for right under 25 with another almost 25 in parts, and then just think about all the labor that went in it, which I didn't add up because I did it myself on video that you guys can see and track. This car is a record-selling car. The only thing you have to do is go to the track and do it. And the reason I haven't done that yet is because I never got into our compound tires, and this car, like the way it sits right now, with these tires, it'll peel out all the way to 10-second quarter miles. So it's extremely fast if you're running on ethanol. If you're running on like a gas tune, you're around 500 wheel horsepower, still faster than a lot of stuff on the road, but you're more modest. You don't have to, you don't have all that brutal hit from the turbo, but it's still a very quick car. So
this is literally one of those cars, like if you're looking for a fast 335, fast and clean, like show car plus just a quick car that you can dust other cars. This is it. Like you're not gonna find a better option of a car in terms of how the condition of it and the options, which brings me to my next point, the interior. And I wanna show them some of the stuff that you have in the interior, because it's really unique, man, the way that he did this car.
So this, I pretty much went to the M Performance interior, which is the highest line you can go for these cars. It's pretty much Alcantara and dry carbon everywhere where you have a trim piece. So we're talking here, the shifter boot, the e-brake, the movable handrest, which is only in the Alcantara version. Pretty much that whole deal. I wrapped the steering wheel with Alcantara and perforated leather. That's just a wheel cover, so you know, did it myself. Turned out pretty good overall. And as far as the carpets and everything, I mean, this car sees a vacuum cleaner once a week. I take really good care of it. I have the ID6 touchscreen with the ID6 head unit. So this is, as soon as you get into your car, your Apple Play starts up. It's the 2019 or 18 model system. And yeah, it's just pretty much modern. So
it's got every like updated piece that you could ask for in this car.
There's nothing you can get besides the pillars, which are Alcantara, which I wasn't wanting to spend $600 for pillars.
But like everything in here, it's like, dude, it's immaculate. Like if you look at it, like this thing is in such good condition, and these are legitimate parts. These are not knockoffs.
All factory.
This is all factory stuff. So you know, he did it right. He built this car right. And the other thing is, everything is online. Everything's right there. He's got videos of him installing everything and doing the work, which I think kind of goes a long way. You know, when you can see who did it, was it done correctly? It's all documented online. So we did make a feature film. How long ago was that, man?
A couple months ago, I think.
A few months ago. We talked a little bit about the exterior and stuff. He's got the 437Ms on this car. He's got the PSM carbon fiber spoiler. He's got a carbon fiber diffuser. Dual exhaust. Is that custom?
It is active auto work.
So active auto work exhaust system. He's got the LCI taillights, which are the black line edition. He's got, oh yeah, your brakes. You did the upgraded brake system too, didn't you?
That's M Performance, the red one. The red M Performance.
So the red M Performance brake setup. These are the same brakes from the that I had on the M2, right?
Right, same thing.
Yeah.
Just different color, yeah.
So the red brakes, which look really good. Carbon fiber side skirt extensions. He's got gloss black M mirror covers and reflector delete on the front, like black grills, GTS hood. Like the thing is just freaking mint. You want to pop the hood, show them some of the engine stuff. It's just such a clean car. Like whoever's getting this is just getting a freaking killer deal, man. So is there anything that you want to talk about in the engine bay that's different?
Yeah, so I'm gonna pop the cover off.
Yeah.
And then we'll look over here. So what we have here is a custom blow-off valve, which is what I sold for a while. So this is a tile made in the US, 50mm blow-off. It releases the gases way quicker. We also made this 2.5-inch custom pipe, which we're spooling the turbo fully 32 pounds at 3,900 RPM with ethanol. And that's the new addition. Besides that, a lot of just, you know, normal, you got your fuel pumps, all that good stuff, and it's just pretty much your basic N55. So yeah, guys, so it's pretty much the same thing you see on the feature film. The only difference is that blow-off valve, which is crazy sounding. I don't know if you want to go for a ride later, you can hear it, but it sounds absolutely insane. And yeah.
This is different than when we drove it?
Oh, dude, it's way different.
Oh, yeah, we should probably go for a ride. All right, cool, man. Yeah, I guess the only thing to do is just go for a ride. Let's go for a ride and kind of show these guys what it sounds like. Yeah. I'm gonna leave his information down below before we wrap this whole thing up. Make sure you check him out on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. He's got, well, he's got another project going on. He's currently in the middle of building 2JZ in an IS300, right?
Yes.
And then we were just talking about another project that's probably going to be replacing this that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to like it. I hinted at it on my channel where it's going to be a BMW with a 2JZ. Yeah. I just don't want to say which BMW yet. It's going to be an iconic.
Still in
either way, it's going to be an iconic BMW that you guys are going to think it's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be dope.
And it's going to be 1,000 horsepower plus build as well. So.
Sick. All right, let's go for a ride.
Sounds good.
Really loud. Yeah, it's a lot different. Oh, damn, dude. I miss this car. Are you gonna miss it?
Yeah,
a little bit, right? A little bit, right? Yeah. We don't get emotionally attached to these cars, though.
It's gonna be, you know, the next one's gonna be taking up some time. So.
There you go. That's gonna be a little more of a project too, right? Yeah. Like you actually like drive this thing like daily and stuff, right?
Yeah, like daily as far as like going and running errands.
You can own this car and make a ton of power in it. It's super clean and you can daily it. Like that's why this is the F30. This one specifically is like a fantastic build because it's still like dailyable. It drives so smooth, man. Like,
yeah,
wow.
with pump gas, you're getting like pure stage 2 power that's maxed out, and then with ethanol, you're getting like plus.
And right now we're on 93.
Yeah, we're on 93 because I'm finishing the tune out for the buyer, whoever's buying this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them my email and a generic login to my MHD, and they can use both tunes. So if they go cross country, they can use 93. If they want to go race, they can use ethanol. This car, when I was using it on daily, it was only ethanol. Because once you get the ethanol bug, it's
Send it. The size of the turbo, you can feel it. It's that high end, that top end power just like puts you back so hard.
Yeah, and it amplifies by about a Honda Civic once you put ethanol in. So just imagine 150 more horsepower with just a different type of fuel.
Cool, dude. Well, thank you for again being on the channel, and obviously good luck with sale. Like I said, you guys, I'm gonna leave a note in the description if it's already sold by the time this video comes out, because he does have a buyer coming this Friday to take a look at it.
Yeah.
The car is really clean. Like I would be surprised if it even lasts until then, but did want to make one little final send-off video for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. John's been very helpful for me throughout my whole channel, and yeah, I'm not leaving the BMW community since we got that other project coming up. It's gonna be a really cool. Should I say?
Yeah, let them know.
So it's a toss-up right now. We're between an E30 and an E46. If I can get an E46 with a blown motor and get the body cheap and decent condition, I would go for that. And my secondary would be an E30, like a clean E30. And of course, an E30 would require a lot of bracing, which I know a fabricator, obviously.
Right.
And then, it would go kind of from there. But
and
right now,
he's talking like put a 2JZ in those platforms.
It would be a 2JZ inside of it. Like when these motors were made, this N55, they said it was going to be the next 2JZ. And then the B58, the next 2JZ, which the B58 is approaching. There's still more technology in the 2JZ because it's older.
Right.
So why not just put a 2JZ in it? That's the way I think about it, is instead of trying to be like one, why not be it?
Then we will, like, you and I will really be like opposites then.
Not really.
Like Supra with a BMW motor, BMW with the Supra motor?
Oh, that would be actually.
All right, dude. Thanks again, man.
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it. You guys, subscribe to my boy Chris over here. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, comment down below, like this video, hit that bell notification just like that. This video's over, and we're out.
Still up with courage, you're doing the service. Pull up to the crib, I'm equipped with the brush strokes. Cutthroat from the low, where no love goes. Women buddy like it's been that. Wanna fuck me looking at the bill stack. Off the bubbly buddy, I've been stressed out. Let the smoke scream from my chest out. Niggas laced up, I really hate love from a stranger. Shit is fake stuff, only need it from you. Yeah. Crash land in the palm of my hand. Bad little flex, wanna play by the coast. Carry the torch, I'm way up, it's litty wherever we float. I came from the cold, used to rest on the floor. I stitch up my wounds, was born to